Hi, this is Pride with iRepairMD, and today we have a Xbox from a customer who was in a intense battle and apparently he lost. He threw the controller against the wall. Controller still works. The only problem is there is something here. You can see it is lodged. It doesn't go any further. This is moving freely, so his D-pad needs to be repaired. So what I'm going to show you today is how to take the Xbox safely apart to remove whatever was lodged or whatever was broken, okay? So stay tuned. Okay, so the tools you're gonna need for this will be a heat gun and a screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver. I use my tool set right here. This is my portable set, and you can get this from my website. Let's go ahead and just go straight with the repair. What we need to do is open up the battery lid. So take the battery out. And underneath here, underneath this label, there should be a screw, okay? And it's a proprietary screw. You probably have a hard time finding a screwdriver, but I'll show you how to use your everyday flathead to open it. Okay, so first thing we need to do is use the heat gun to remove the label safely. Alright, that should be enough. Also, we have a pry tool here. We'll be using a plastic spudger tool so you don't scratch the plastic. Let's go ahead and peel the sticker off carefully. Okay, we want to have it in the best condition possible. Let's go ahead and put this away. We can reapply again later. And if you look here, this is a proprietary hex screw with a dot eye in the middle, and your regular hex screw will not work. And to find a screw that matches it, it's gonna be really hard unless you do this for a living and all you see is Xbox. I say let's go ahead and use a slimmer flathead. So a slimmer flathead, I'm gonna zoom in real quick and show you what the screws look like. You see the screw has the little eye in the middle. So the flathead, we're gonna use the flathead and put it right in the center, and then we're gonna just pivot around, okay? And see, when you pivot around, the screw will come off. And so you don't need a specialized screw. The proprietary screw is there so Xbox protects their product and try to prevent the customer from hacking into it, but we can always break into it. Okay, so now what we need to do is there should be 2 screws from here, and another screw here on this side. But what we need to do is access the plate. So with the pry tool, we go ahead in between the seam. What we need to do is just carefully remove it using the pry tool. Okay. Slide the pry tool up, and then once you have it the pry tool come off, you just go ahead and carefully pick this up. Okay, so now you have 2 screws exposed. You got one here and one on the bottom. All right, and let's go ahead and do it to the other side. On this side, so now with the pry tool also, run the pry tool around just to get within the wedge. We don't want to scratch it with a razor because this is plastic. Okay, once we use the pry tool enough to lift it off, run it just to break a few seams. Okay, and these are clips. They're not broken. They are removable clips, but you have to add a little finesse and a little pressure at the same time in order to pull it off. So here we go. We lift, and now we have 2 more screws exposed. once we have these two screws exposed, we can go ahead and do the repair. So let's go ahead and open up. I'll start off on the right side. Again, the same technique. You just put the tiny flathead on one corner and then just pivot around. Pivot around and around, around. And then that should take the screw off, okay? And just a little bit more. And drop. All right, now let's do the other side, and then we're just gonna pull it off with our hands if it doesn't come off. It's gonna be, there might be a little flange still stuck, but you see the screws are off now. Okay, we got one more on top. This one's a little more stubborn, but it is coming off just fine. It just needs a little coercing. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna try to pull the thread down right here. Okay, and that's the screw. Comes right off. Now let's do the other side. And flip this over, and again, let's go ahead and put the flathead, pivot around. Okay, and that's one more screw left. And this is the middle screw here. And you're gonna keep pressure on all the layers of the controller, because the screw is the only thing that's holding it up. There's no other clip, so make sure you have the controller clamped in with your hands. And now let's go ahead and set the controller up. And now once you put it in, the controller should come off very easy. So lift it up, and we see the problem. Right here, a piece of plastic is preventing it from moving around. And I'm pretty sure it's important plastic, but it broke off during the flying against the wall process. So let's go ahead and take the plastic off. Okay, and it still worked properly. That's what the customer told me. So what we did now is just remove what it was lodging it, so it's free to move around. And now let's go ahead and put it back together. Okay. And the way we put it back together, it's the same way we took it off, but in reverse. Okay, so now we have this in, this is moving freely, all the controllers are working. Let's go ahead and flip it over and put the screws back in. Okay, and then we'll start with the corner screws. Corner here. Okay, and using the flathead, we're gonna pivot it again. Pivot around till you can't pivot it anymore. There you go, and it is in place. Now the other corner right here is also pivoting, and now it is locked in the middle. Let's put the middle screw in, and until you can't spin it anymore, and that's enough torque to lock it. All right, now that's locked. Two more in the corner on this side. Okay, and that's locked into place. And then the bottom corner here, let's place that in. Okay, let's go ahead and get some better leverage here. All right, now that is about all done. Okay, so now that we have all the controller back in and the screws are all nice and tight, we can go ahead and put the plate, the side plate back on. And this is just a clip-on. You simply line it up and then you snap it back into place. There you go. Now put the other side, snap back in place. Perfect. seamless. Now let's go ahead and put the tape back on. So we're gonna flip this over and put the serial number. And what I do, just to get this ready, I wanna go ahead and loosen up the glue again. I wanna have enough cushioning, enough flexibility. When you add heat to this, what it does is it increases the elasticity of the label and also activates the glue more. So let's go ahead and line it up. I'm gonna line it from the bottom here. Wireless controller. Okay. And now wireless controller is back into place. And add a little more heat once you have it open up. That will get rid of any wrinkle caused by pulling off. Okay, all the wrinkles are off. All right, there's one bubble here. Let's push the bubble out. All right, here we go. Now, put the battery back into place. Plus, plus, minus, minus. Cap back on. Now you got a brand new Xbox controller with all this joystick and all the buttons working. But anyways, thanks for watching, and this is how you repair a broken controller or a large controller on an Xbox One. This is Prak with iRepairMD. Have a good day and a happy holiday.